You are now entering the Queen's Quarter. We are powerful, strong, and rulers in our own right. There's a queen in you, there's a queen in me. Every woman is a queen. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Queen's Quarters. Welcome back for another Wednesday of great talk, great fellowship with my fellow queens, and just great conversation. So we're going to start off with our roll call. You know who I am. I'm Queen Jock, and I represent the early 40s clubs. Who's next on the roll call?
Hi, I'm Queen Emma, and I represent the 60s club.
Hello, everyone. I'm Queen T, representing the 50s Club.
Hi, I'm Queen Ty. I'm representing the 50s Club.
What's going on, everyone? Queen Tan's here, representing 40s Club.
Hey, everybody. This is Queen Lady B, representing the late 30s.
Hey, y'all. I'm Queen Nye, representing the early 30s.
And there you have it. We are the Queen's Quarters. Come on and give it up for the Queen's Quarters. I mean, you came back, so you might as well give us a little something. So before we begin, we're going to start with our Queen T, who's going to tell us what type of drink we're drinking on today, our tea time with Queen T.
Hello, everybody. This is Queen T, and we're about to have our tea time. Now, we're going to talk about the benefits of tea. And you know, those that drink tea, especially green tea, they have a 32% reduction in the risk of having a heart attack. You can also lower your LDL cholesterols, which is just basically bad cholesterols. And you can boost your immune system and ward off certain diseases. So tea can have a lasting impact on your wellness. So let's see what's going on in Queen's Quarters today.
There you have it. We will be drinking some green tea. So on today's topic, of course, they have me to host. Okay, we're going to talk today about shopping addiction. Can you believe that? They really picked me to host this show, The Shopping Addiction. I think they're trying to come for me, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. You know, I still love them. But I just want to start off by let's discuss the telltale signs of that you are a shopaholic. So looking at Google, I looked some sites up, and these are the 7 tells that let you know that you are a shopaholic. So the first one is you have many unopened or tagged items in your closet. Number 2 is you often purchase things you don't need or didn't plan to buy. Number 3 is an argument or frustration sparks an urge to shop. Number 4, you experience a rush of excitement when you buy. Number 5, purchases are followed by feelings of remorse. Number 6, you try to conceal your shopping habits. That means you try to hide those shopping bags. Number 7, you feel anxious on the days you don't shop. Now, ladies, on the 7 things that I just named, do you think any of these apply to you? I will start off, and I think out of the 7,
You got 10?
I may have about 10, but that's all right.
Because you laughed at that excitement part, so I'm thinking you had a little connection there.
Yeah, I had a little connection with all of them. I just didn't show it. That's all right, though. Whatever. Because when people need stuff, who they come to because they think that I am Macy's, and I am not. But so out of the 7, let's start with the you have unopened or tagged items in your closet. Does that is that anybody here? I heard Ty was just a shopaholic, just like
Lord,
me.
no.
So let's call it Ty.
No,
Answer my question.
Now, let me tell you what I do sometimes. Like I do have a couple of items that I haven't worn or still have tags on. But have you ever shopped and seen something and you know you can't fit it, but you like, okay, I'm gonna get into this. So I'm gonna buy it anyway.
That's gonna be your inspiration. I can't.
I have done that, and I've done that with quite a few outfits and never gotten into them. So, and I wind up giving them away. So, I mean, I don't think I have a problem. A problem. I just see cute stuff, and I can't leave it there.
Me too. And I think that too. You know, sometimes, especially if it's on sale, I have to get
Right.
like one or two in different colors because you never know. And then I get home, it's like a rush. It is like a rush. And
Oh,
you get
I don't
home,
know if I feel
and
the
it's
rush.
like, I do. Sometimes I'll be
Okay.
like, okay, I write down every package that's supposed to come to my house, right?
Oh,
So
I don't do
I
that.
cross them out as they come. Now, when it gets to the point where there's no more packages to come,
Then you order again? Do you order again?
I start looking to see what's out there because I don't want to miss nothing.
And she wonder why we got her hosting this show.
She just told the whole world.
She just
Mhm.
told everybody.
Mhm. We got the right person.
But
All
it's
right.
not just clothes. It's not just clothes. I mean, shopping can be anything. It could be clothes, it could be furniture, it could be house goods. It
And
could
that's
be
what
it could
that's
be
what I
any
was about to ask you, Job. Like, because there's a lot of people that clip coupons. Now, do you think that it's an exception? If do it go for them as well? Because people have a problem. They get coupons, they cut out coupons. I've seen where people have basements and closets full of the same stuff and they don't use it. So what do you think about that? It's to me that's the same thing, if not worse.
that coupon stuff takes a lot of time, especially with food. I don't have the patience to be walking up and down the aisle looking for something just to get 50 cents or $1 off. I don't have that
Well,
patience.
actually, it's a
But I know a
triple.
lot of people that do coupon cuttings, they save a lot of money.
They
They
do.
I
save, I
know.
know people who do a lot of money. But since we're talking about shopping addiction, we have to understand that shopping addiction, that's an impulse control disorder. You know, it's more than just about shopping. It's more than just about buying something. It's the inability to stop yourself.
Yeah.
And that's a problem with impulse control. And that's what makes it a disorder. It's not somebody who shop a lot. We all shop a lot. All of our closets are full to the rim. Some more than others, but it's still full to the rim. We all buy those outfits that's a half a size too small, and you swear you're not going to eat no bread for 2 weeks. You're going to only have water. And by the time the occasion comes, you're going to get into it. We got clothes in our closets right now that still have tags on them. I have clothes that I bought and since the pandemic, I can't fit them because they fit when I bought them. And since the pandemic, and then you stop going to church and going places and you stop wearing them. So that means your size changed. So they still got tags on them. So it's not the thing about just buying clothes. It's the inability. It's a serious disorder. It's the inability to control yourself. It's the inability to control yourself, not to just bring y'all down off the, shopping situation. But the deal is it's an obsessive compulsive disorder. It's a psychological issue that needs to be addressed.
So, Job, let me ask you: do you think?
Wait a minute. I am not the only one over here.
No, because I want to know for myself as well. But do you think that you think that you can stop just ordering maybe for like a week or 2 weeks? You think?
Definitely.
Have you ever
But
done it?
when you stop ordering, do you get anxious or depressed?
No.
Oh, then you don't have a disorder. See, the disorder
I told y'all that.
it's characterized by anxiety and depression. If you at the point where you got to shop, even if it's just looking, even if you don't buy nothing, shopping disorder doesn't necessarily mean you have to purchase something. You still got to go to the store. You got to feel it. You got to smell it. You got to touch. You got to try it on. All those good things that we love to do while shopping. But if you have to do all of that and you can't not do it, if there's a situation where you can't stop yourself, you gotta go. I gotta go to the mall. It's Tuesday. It's a day that ends with the letter Y. I gotta go see what they have. I gotta go to my favorite store. All your stores send you get a coupon from Macy's, Lord and Taylor, Talbot's. You get all those coupons. And then you sit around and you can't not buy something.
These days are different. We look online now more so than going into the store. I don't like going into the store.
It's the same difference. If you can't not buy something, if you can't not shop, if you're a shopaholic and you have a compulsive desire to purchase stuff, then you have a shopping addiction.
Well, I like to look online. Who's to say I'm going to shop, but I like to look at what's in the stores or what's.
But then if you can't look, or if it's something, if you decide, okay, Saturday I'm going to go online, see what's happening, and something come up and you can't look on Saturday, do you get depressed and anxious?
No, I put it in the cart and save it. If I'm not buying it or whatever, I put it in the cart.
But you can't go online at all on Saturday. Saturday you can't go online at all. You got something else to do. Something comes up. Tansy needs you. The boys need you, and you can't go. Zoe needs something, and you can't go shopping. Do you get anxious or depressed?
Get depressed. No, I don't get depressed. I mean, it's not nothing like that. I don't get depressed at all. I just like looking.
But I'm sorry, who's gonna speak? Queen Eye?
No, I mean you can go first.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say one of the symptoms is a low self-regulation, which basically means you have a lack of control. So when you go and you like Queen Jock said, she could stop shopping, but maybe like for a week or whatever, because it's in a rotating cycle. So it's not like it says you can actually stop shopping for like a week, but can you do that for like 6 months?
I think so. If I try.
But Jock, we're not accusing you.
No. I'm just saying that's what the statistics say.
I know. I mean, I just sometimes I run into
shopping for 6 months. Like, come on, be realistic.
I can. I mean, I still. Well, y'all know. So I mean, I can do that and not repeat nothing, but. Shopping is just like food shopping. No, I can't go 6 months of that. But as far as like clothes and shoes or pocketbooks, accessories, things like that, yes, I can do 6 months without it. If I have a goal that I'm trying to work towards, then I know. But sometimes it just be those deals be like $5, $10. You can't resist, and then you gotta get more than one color. You gotta get it.
The fact that you use the terminology, you can't resist.
I can't resist. Sometimes. I said sometimes. Sometimes. Not all the time. Sometimes I can't resist.
Right. If it's a nice thing like $5.
It be the stores like Dollar Tree. I gotta hit Dollar Tree at least once a week or once every other week. I like Dollar Tree.
I love Dollar Tree.
Wow.
I like Dollar Tree. And you gotta go to the right one because different ones have different stuff according to the neighborhood. Right. So different ones have different things that you can use in your house. I mean,
I didn't know that.
But may I add, we are
Dollar Tree had the same thing.
We are not
$50. CVS. Oh my God, I love CVS. Love CVS. Don't get a coupon. It's a wrap. Yes, I love it.
Really?
I'm statewide. I do everything. I go to all stores. I don't have no. I do everything. I love CVS.
What do CVS possibly have?
Oh my God! One time
You'll be surprised.
Inside of there, no lie, what? They were like $10. I'm serious, and they were with you.
Really?
What you get, Lady B?
This was like 2 or 3 summers ago. CVS. I just walked in to get something else. I was like, oh wait a minute, I have a thing for floral, and I was like, how much are these? $10? Oh yeah, I need these things. And I was sad because like this was like 2-3 years ago, but like just recently a little hole ripped in. I was like, oh man, I had to throw them away. But no, like in any store, that's all about me. I'm probably the only woman that doesn't like shopping. what I was gonna ask you ladies, because I hate it, like, what do you guys do for space? Like, I have a lot of clothes and shoes, like to the point to where I'm about to just have a shoe sale. I don't wear it. A lot of stuff I have, I don't even wear. And like you guys are saying, all of us probably have some items with tags on them and stuff like that. But when I start running out of space, like to the point where you can't close a closet, or like you filled up every space possible, like what do you guys do? You guys probably shop more than me. So what do you ladies do for storage
You
space?
donated to a women's shelter.
I mean, yeah, that was like when I moved, I got rid of a lot of stuff, but I still have a lot. Like, but the stuff I'm there keeping, I'm talking about. Like, what do you do?
Oh, stuff you keep. Oh.
Right.
Oh,
Well, you
You
know what I
donated to a
do?
women's
Somebody taught me this. For every 2 or 3 pair of shoes that you buy, you got to give something away. So whatever you're not wearing, but you just bought some shoes, then you give some away.
Right.
Because obviously those are the shoes you don't need anymore. So if you buy a shirt or jacket or something like that, just find another one and give it away.
Right.
That's been my motto. I try to give away when I buy something. So, but as far as storage, I try. I ain't hurry like my mother. My mother used to have 5 closets.
Wow.
5 closets in the house. She had 5 closets, and she taught me how to separate. You have your church clothes, you have your work clothes, you have your play clothes. You don't wear those. You have outfits for those different occasions, and you have your clothes when you go out in. So yeah.
But you know what I do also, like I put up my winter clothes. You know, I separate my winter clothes from my summer clothes and stuff like that. So that gives me the space to put my clothes up, or whatever I need to put up. And the same as shoes. I separate the winter shoes from my summer, from my sandals and stuff like that. I do coats and all that other stuff. That's in a whole nother section, separate from my clothes.
Yeah.
So that's that. And then I like to color coordinate too. I like to I like to coordinate my closet, you know.
Yeah.
So
I tried that too.
I'll know what's what. And the hangers have got to be the same color. I hate wire
Yes.
hangers.
Yes, me too.
Right. I don't like
Wow.
wire hangers. My hangers have to be the same color. So I have all black hangers. It's crazy, but it just looks right.
It looks neat. It's neat.
Right.
Wow.
Bougie.
It is not.
That is so true, Lady B. Bougie.
It's something about
Wow.
Look,
No, it's about organization. It's about organization. So I mean, I need to know where it's at when I need to get to it. So I try to organize and keep it neat. You know, I was called that hoarder, but I'm not a hoarder. I'm very organized, and I know where it's at. And I know, okay, I want to wear such and such. It should be in this location. So when I go to it, it's right there. I have to be organized because I go crazy if everything is all over the place. I can't take that.
Right. That's why I got my shoe rack. I have my box of shoes in my shoe rack. I know where everything is. I know how to get to it. The same as my clothes. I know my work clothes and my church clothes or whatever else. I know where everything is. But I don't think that's a hoarder type of thing. It's just, you know, like the shop. Not all the time, but especially when you get ready to go somewhere. You want an outfit. Never mind.
They say
Depends on what kind of outfit you want. We knew you was going with that.
Like, never mind about
they
that.
said the first step is admitting your problem. So maybe, you know, he's not admitting it.
I don't have a problem.
You can tell when Queen Ty and Queen Jock is guilty of something, they get their voice get low, like, well, you know.
No problem here. I just like to shop. It's not too many outfits I got in my closet with tags on. Not at all.
Well, I want to.
No, I don't have a lot of outfits in my closet with tags on. Sorry, with tags.
I do want to say this. I don't think I have a shopping problem, but during this pandemic, I mean, when it comes to them essential products, I was buying them every week. Me and my mother, like the
Yeah, he
Lysol,
was.
Clorox wipes. Anytime we could, like we would wake up. We know when trucks come. That's how bad it is. Like we have some friends in Dollar General, some friends in ShotRite, some friends in Walgreens. We was getting them essential products. I knew what time the trucks came, what time the stores open, what time what days was like food, what days was essential products. It was crazy last year. So I think I kind of gained a shopping aholic problem, or whatever you want to call it, when it came to this pandemic, because we had Lysol on deck, Clorox wipes on deck, anything, alcohol, anything that we needed throughout this pandemic, we had it. So,
well, I can be honest. I think a whole lot of people develop a shopping habit during this pandemic, because at work, oh my God, we work for the postal service, and you talking about somebody. It was so many packages coming through the system. It was crazy. So I think everybody developed a little shopping addiction during that pandemic.
And there was nothing else to do. You was just on your electronics, shopping, buying things, Uber eating sometimes.
So, Queen T, we said what we preferred and what we were shopping for. What is the item that you would spend the most time on, and what is your favorite item in your closet?
Well, you queens are gonna stop putting me on the spot. Let's start there.
Don't say your T either, Queen T. Don't say that T.
I'm here my whole mojo, but
right? Don't say that T.
No, I was just sitting over here thinking about all the things that I do, and is that considered being like a shopaholic? Like if I go to the store and I'm looking for an outfit, so I got something in mind, I know what I'm going to get. I'm coming out with like 3 outfits. It happens every time. It's like I can't, because then I'll see 2 outfits I like, and then I can't make up my mind. And so if I'm going to a function and I buy a party dress, I got 3 party dresses when I come out. So I don't know if that's I don't know if that's considered an addiction. But my daughter say, Mom, like it's something that I say every time I go shopping. I say, because if you, and I don't know what it is. She said, Mom, you always say that when you go shopping, because I find that if you find an item that you like, and if you don't buy it there, then when you come back, it's going to be gone. Mm-hmm. So get it when you see it, get it. So that's what I do. If I shop, I find 2 pairs of shoes I like, I'll get 2 pairs of shoes. If I see 3 pairs of shoes I like, I'll get 3. So she'll be like, well, Mom, you say that all the time. You only need 1. I say, but when I come back, it's not going to be here. So I don't know if that's considered like a shopping addiction, but I do. And I'm the same way with food. So I guess I can be a little compulsive, because when I go shopping, I say, okay, my minimum is going to be $60, and I come out with $200 worth of stuff. And the only way that doesn't happen if I get like one of those little carry shopping carts, but that thing is going to be full. That thing going to be full to the max. And I got stuff underneath my arm.
Oh, that's a good way to be mindful though, Queen T. That was good. Get like the little handheld.
And I still come out with more. I went in there for 3 items and I got over what, I need this, I need that. So I think I can be compulsive. But one thing I do, I'm very mindful about my pocket. I would think that someone who's addicted or has a shopping disorder is someone who would spend like their last money, their rent money, or something, something that they need that money for. They'll spend it on those items and then worry about the necessities later. I don't do that. If I don't have no money, I'm not going to a mall. I don't window shop. I don't do any of that. So I don't know. I guess I can be a little compulsive.
No, let me piggyback off you with that. Like, I guess the ways that you would know, though, like you said, it said loss of time, loss of respect, loss of relationships, embarrassment of focus, reputation. Then you end up in legal issues or loss of finances. So when you get to those type extremes, I think it's safe to say, like, you might be, I don't know, that saying, trying to keep up with the Joneses, or you're spending beyond your means. I think it's really worth a look at it if you're spending beyond your means or trying to stay in tune or stay up with this and this status quo and things like that, and you lost a sense of your own responsibility, because of course all of our pockets aren't the same. Everybody's debt is not the same. So you have to be responsible in your own right and to what you can afford. And that, like my sister had mentioned earlier, kind of off air, but if it starts getting in between your marital relationship or your family household and you're not holding up your end of the bills because you done spent it on X, Y, and Z, and then you're trying to make excuses for it to say it's good or you're okay and don't worry about it, I'll pay double next month. You start to get yourself in a hole, and it's worth realizing and recognizing if that's when a problem is a problem. When
well,
they get
what? Queen Tan, let me just add to that. You said like if it starts to interfere with like your bills and your responsibility, but there are people out here with money, but they have what Queen Jock spoke about earlier, so many things with tags on them. So many things with tags. You can't have 50 coats. How can you have 50 coats? Like that's a lot. That's a lot. A whole closet full of coats. That's a lot. So yeah, it's people with money too.
Why
That,
but
no, but I'm just saying, I don't know, maybe you can't have any coats, but so sometimes it may not interfere with their bills, but yet they do have a lot of stuff with tags on them.
But even if it don't interfere with their bills, you don't think their husband is arguing, like yelling, like, babe, come on, another coat coming to the house? And like at some way, somehow it's affecting some part of their life, whether they got the money and can afford to do it or not. Something is being affected.
And this is going to be my response to that, because I'm going to say it's somebody on this line, on this Queen's Quarter, but I'm not going to say who. However, they'll say, well, if this is my thing, like if I want to, this, like somebody may spend their money on alcohol or somebody may spend their money on going to the casino, but if I want to spend my money on like eyelashes or this is my thing, so that like they're don't give your whoever it is, don't give yourself away.
How about spending money on wigs? How about that?
So wait a minute, y'all.
Don't do that.
Everybody who was just showing wigs before the show.
I have absolutely no idea.
Wait a minute.
I'm sorry, but when it comes to eyelashes, that's important. You need to spend. I'm not even gonna lie. When I go to the beauty supply place and they have like the number, because certain numbers with eyelashes, I'll buy the whole row. And the man knowing, wow. he be like, I got eyelashes today. I'm like, okay, thank you. Go right to the back, get my eyelashes, the whole row, and I buy it.
Yeah.
But that's not a spend problem. That is, you're just getting it when they got it.
Yeah.
Right. So I mean,
and having it on deck, so you don't have to go buy it when it's time to wear it.
Exactly.
They'll always have the number that I wear. So
you ladies,
and that goes for everything. Huh?
Starting to buy the same thing or things that just look similar. Like, wait a minute.
Oh my God! So it's this boutique on Instagram, right? So I was going through my stuff, and I had just made a purchase. So like I said, sometimes I reevaluate and I go through my closets and see what I have. Don't y'all know I just ordered the same 5 things that I already had. I didn't even remember. I don't remember.
Goodness.
That's sad. I know, but it's a blessing because I get to bless somebody. I bless somebody. I don't.
Well, you didn't just cancel that order?
No, girl, it was on its way. I couldn't cancel it. It was on its way.
That's justifying negative behavior.
I'm blessing somebody.
That's just no.
I'm blessing somebody. Somebody is.
But you didn't buy it to bless somebody. Somebody's being blessed as a result of your mistake.
I'm blessing them. So what?
Somebody.
I'm blessing them. So what?
You got.
I'm blessing them. So what?
I think that was on one of these things.
Right. I'm sorry, Queen Jock. I was with you till you said. I thought you was gonna say it was only one dress. She said
That's five.
It wasn't a dress. It wasn't a dress. It was makeup. It was
one
makeup.
item. All five.
Sad, I know. I know.
That is
So I just bless somebody with it, you know. And you know, also if you want to back to Queen, I think it was you, Lady B, when you asked, you know, what to do with certain things, you can also resell stuff on different websites. They have it like Poshmark and Mercari, places like that, or even Facebook Marketplace. They have different online auctions and online garage sales where you could just post something and people in the area, if they want it, they'll purchase it. ThreadUp is another site that have where you can send your clothes to them and they'll sell it for you.
Oh, really?
Look at you.
Really?
See, so
that's really interesting.
where we encourage people to give it away.
Right.
Much.
No, because sometimes some things you just can't give away.
Right. So
I mean, you pay too much money for some things, and some people that you would like to bless, they won't take care of it like that. Or maybe you pay too much money, or you can't find somebody that can fit that actual item. So you can turn to those areas, different websites to try to sell those items if that's what you want to go, if that's the route you want to go.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Like you have 3 pals, a keep pal, giveaway pal, and a sell pal. So that's how I generally like to do things when I'm trying to clean out stuff or get rid of stuff.
Now that I'm thinking about it, my roommate had a shopaholic problem or shopping addiction, because she used to be like, "Nigeria, we got to go here. We going to the mall this day, and if we don't go this day, I'm just gonna be sad." You know what? I didn't even think about it back then. But we used to run to that mall. It was Newport Mall. I went to school in Jersey City. We used to go like almost every week, or we had like a little center called Journal Square. Oh my gosh! Wow.
Do you still keep in touch with her now?
She's really into like materialistic things. You know, we say hi and bye. You know.
Oh, okay. So
once she's your roommate, you guys are always gonna be cool. But like, nah, I don't really talk to her like that.
So you don't know how her shopping habits
is now. No. But I mean, according to like Instagram, I ain't never see her repeat outfit. And she posts.
And that's another thing, guys. That's another thing. With this social media, it
the
has
devil.
you right. You don't want to repeat your same outfit over again.
Sure don't.
Why?
Oh, I'm the queen of repeat. I'll switch it up in a heartbeat.
I know, but for
switching
the most part.
But would you wear the same exact thing again and then take it?
Why?
No, probably, but it'll be similar. It'll be like a same item, and sometimes
what's the problem if you switch it up? What's the problem if you wear the same outfit? What's the issue with that?
It's no issue. It just don't feel right.
No issue.
No, I would definitely tear something up in a repeat.
It's no issue, but for the most part, you don't want to see, like God, I had that on last month, like or last week. You try.
I wear it again. You might not get no picture out of me, but I wear it.
Outfit posted up in the same exact thing, but an item, yeah, you definitely saw this item a couple of times.
Right.
Okay, so my question to the queens is, what is y'all advice to people who literally have a shopping addiction problem?
Right.
What is y'all advice?
No, Josh.
I can't tell anybody what to do if I'm doing it still. I would say pay your bills first. That's something I would do. Don't just go ahead and spend all your money on some clothes, and don't try to keep up with the Joneses. Don't do that. And also be a trendsetter. Don't try to wear what I wear.
Right.
You don't know how much I pay. Well, some people do search for it, but I'm just saying, you just have to be your own person and be your own self. Don't stand out. Don't be a follower. Be a trendsetter. And you don't always have to go for the high-end stuff. You don't always have to wear the Louis Vuitton and the Gucci. I mean, don't get me wrong. An item here and there Yes, I would love to because those are classic items, and that's something that will last forever. Depends on what you get, of course, but yeah, definitely don't pay your bills first and then go shopping from what what you have left. Tithe,
Um,
pay your bills, and then go shopping.
Queen
Right.
Jack, I like to add to that. One of the one of the one of the emotions that comes with a shopping addiction is low self-esteem. And I'm just connecting that to something Queen Na said about brand names. And a lot of times in low income communities, you will find that there's a lot of people wearing some expensive brand name things.
with no money
And
and no investment.
exactly. So
Nigeria.
I'm just thinking like they're fulfilling that low. Is that part of the shopping addiction is having to buy these brand names? Like you said, to keep up with the Joneses.
Or do
I
you
can't
think
answer
that
for them because maybe they are trying to keep up with the trends and keep up with, their favorite celebrity that's on Instagram. A lot of
That
people
gotta be
kind of like do stuff because, oh, I seen what's face have it, so let me go get it. I've done that sometimes, like, oh, that's cute. Let me, see how
But
much it is.
but they
And they go
also
from
seeing how
there.
to but they also seeing how the public reacts to that person. So if they can get that kind of attention, maybe I can get that kind of attention. If I wear those like these little fashion leggings they have now on
You in these leggings, you always bring in
no,
leggings.
but these little
she do, right?
and
She
everybody's
bring
wearing, I
up
think they're called TikTok leggings. Have you guys seen them? TikTok
No.
yeah, I
leggings.
know
Oh,
what
you
you
see the
know.
Queen Jack? Queen Jack, help me out here.
To enhance your bottom
Yes,
size.
yes.
Yeah, I've
You
seen
don't
So
need no help.
listen,
You don't need no help.
I ain't trying to get no help. I'm good.
You are.
What? I don't know these what is TikTok leggings? What is that?
I think it's the
Look 'em
spongy
up.
looking ones, like the young ones
The
that
what?
they look like a spongy material.
right,
Oh, those. Yeah,
right,
yeah. No, I don't want them.
right.
I
But
don't
no,
want them.
do you think it has a lot to do with the self-esteem?
Well,
Like,
that's what we was talking about, low self-esteem. So people are seeing other people's reaction to those that are wearing certain items. And so they say, well, hey, if they're getting that type of response, let me purchase that type of, let me purchase those same items. So
That could be true, but I get dressed for me.
right,
So you got to get to that level where you're dressing for you first. And you may get compliment here and there, but that's not what I'm looking for. I dress for me. And if I like it, I'm buying it. I don't care if it's in or not. And sometimes when it's not in, you put it on, you can make it a trend
right.
Right.
because a week or two later, somebody else got it on. Like, oh, okay.
But
So-
fashion
so-
repeats itself too. I see that. Like fashion repeats itself. Stuff
and oh, thank you for saying that. Now go ahead.
you can go ahead, Queen T.
I was going to say the same thing you were saying, that fashion repeats itself. So my question was going to be, how long should you keep an item?
Cause you got a leather jacket. You was talking about.
Good.
If you like
What did you
it,
say, Queen La?
Cause you got that leather jacket you was talking about from back in the day.
that leather jacket and them leggings, you're going to wear it together.
And I bet you was still good too.
I was gonna say, I think most of my accumulation comes from me taking good care of my stuff for years. Like I've looked at some items today. I was cleaning my closets earlier. I still gotta finish when we get done. But I was like, dang, I had that for a long time. And I'm not into like name brands and stuff like that. So like if I see it, I like it. Like it doesn't have to be a Gucci. I don't even think I own a Gucci item. Let's be real. But it's not. Nothing against anyone who likes that type of stuff. It's just never been like an interest of mine. Like if it's cute, wherever it's at, as I shared earlier, I got some pants from CVS before, right? I just get it. But I think over time, and then Jock was saying, like when you the good way to keep space is to like after you had so much, you start giving stuff away. But I get attached to my stuff. I could have not worn it in a year or two, and I'd be like, oh man, I never want to let that go. Like, what if tomorrow I want to wear it? Like, I don't know. Y'all help me because I can use giving a lot of stuff away. I can. And on a serious note, it's a lot of people that are in need. I'm not so speaking like as if I have it all, got it all. That is not the impression I'm trying to give right now. But there are people that are in great need. So Giving away is but no, I keep my stuff for a long time. Long time. I have to force myself to either throw it out or give it away, like Dr. said.
Vintage is beautiful. Vintage and fashion that repeats itself, beautiful. Before we moved from our last place, and before my mom died, she had a lot of stuff, and my mom was a diva, so I kept a lot of her pocketbooks. I wish I would have kept some of them dresses, because looking at some of the pictures from back in the day, I can't find some of them dresses, but them dresses was cute.
Yeah.
So yeah, I even have stuff from my mom. So yeah, I'm a little full over here, but it's organized. It's organized. But definitely fashion does repeat itself. And you'll be surprised the things you find in a boutique, Goodwill,
Thrift shops.
thrift shops. Yes.
Yeah.
Thrift stores are great.
Yeah.
Yes. And you'll never see yourself coming. Never.
That's true.
You
So
can search high and
so-
low, but you won't find this.
So Queen, now don't try to come for me about no leather jackets and all that. You just heard it from Queen John. Okay. Vintage is cute.
What's wrong with leather jackets?
No, ain't nothing wrong with a leather jacket. I was just saying, we know Queen T got a good old leather jacket she had for years, and it still works.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not gonna say how old my daughter is, but I got items that's older than her. That looks like, because some things that I have, I never wore a lot. Like I might have wore it now. Like leather is not leather like it used to be.
Right.
Leather coat, you cannot go buy a leather coat and wear it outside in the wintertime. I have a leather coat I could wear outside in the wintertime. So things like some vintage things that I kept are good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what
You're right.
I also learned is like people, y'all said, like from low income communities that wear all the flashy stuff, they're nothing but walking billboards. That's what I call them, because like you see like a boy, he young, walking down the street, he gonna have one of them Jordans, but then somebody else gonna say like, oh, I want those Jordans. It just makes them feel better, I think. And then like you see a young man, he young, he probably can't afford it, but he driving around in BMW, stuff like that. I think it just makes them feel better. So it's a mental thing, I guess, self-esteem thing. I don't know.
It's status.
Status.
Your status.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Your status.
You're absolutely right. So what would you say to people? I guess my advice would be just like Queen Jock said, make sure you pay your bills. And if you do think you have an issue, seek help, or
But some people are in denial.
Yeah, try to get some help. I mean, they just read off some things that are put you in that status of a shopping shopping that you have a problem. So I would say seek some help, if you do have a issue shopping.
Yeah. Yep. Seek some help. That's it. And I guess think of things, reasons of how you can escape the shopping addiction. And looking on Google, of course, the Today Show that says that these few things that you can do. You got to reflect on how you feel when you shop, of course. Think about the time that you take to shop. Is it taken away from other things? Maybe it's other things that you can be doing that's more productive than shopping. And really, like I guess this is for me too, because like, how long does this stuff last? Like, what are we like after that feeling come down? Now what?
What now?
Now I done got it, opened up the package, folded up, put it in my closet. Now what? Now what do I have to look forward to? Nothing. So I mean, it's good and it's bad, but it is what it is. I like to look good, and I like to dress, and I like to see it in my closet.
How about when you're taking money from other people? You don't have money, you taking money from other people to go and shop.
I do.
Like borrowing money, or you tell somebody you need some money and then you go shop. That's one of the signs of a shopping addiction, is you're borrowing money to go shopping.
No, I haven't gotten to that. I haven't gotten that far, thank God. No, like I said, pay bills first. Take care of your take care of your business first and then go shopping. I'm not saying, oh no, I'm not gonna pay my rent because I want to go get these Balenciagas or this Gucci bag or something like that. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not even saving up for that. You know, if it happens, it happens. If it comes, it comes. But no, I'm not that bad, y'all. I love to shop. I do. I love a good bargain. And you know, you can have on a $5 dress and nobody can even
Look good.
tell.
Right.
Nobody can tell. So
So,
um don't let the clothes you wear the clothes. Don't let the clothes wear you.
That's it. That's
What
it.
about them people who is
So
using their rent to buy tickets for Beyonce shows and stuff like that? Those are not like shopaholics, or they don't have shopping addictions, do they?
I think
They
that's
still buy
crazy.
something.
Celebrity worship.
Yeah, because those
Yeah, that's
shoes
still
are ugly to me.
what, the Ivy Park
The Balenciaga, what
or
are those?
Balenciaga?
Yeah, those
Balenciaga.
sneakers, the shoes are ugly to me. I
I mean,
just
but it's your taste, you
yeah,
know, that
they good.
yeah,
yeah,
I
it
just
depends
think
on the person. And if you can afford it, go ahead, by all means, have fun. And not saying I can afford it, but not afford it, but I'd rather put my money on something else.
Things like the Yeezys, like the Yeezy sneakers, whatever, Kanye West shoes. I hate them. They really ugly to me, but people really be wearing them. Stuff like that, I'd be like, why? But I guess
then
it's
the
the trend.
killer is when you have them. You have people wearing name brands to work. Like, what's the whole purpose of that? Just this
Status.
that, but that's so crazy to me, and that's what they do. That's crazy to me. That's a lot of money wasted for nothing.
Right.
But
But it's status. So they want to be among the elite. I'll be watching like Housewives of Atlanta. Oh my goodness. They make you feel like you're nobody unless you have top-notch stuff.
that's
And
true.
that's from your shoe all the way to your car to your house.
That's true. That is
They don't
absolutely.
got nothing else to do. Sit around
Yeah,
and
yeah. All they do is party and have throw parties and things like that, which nothing is wrong with that, you know. But I mean, it's just the way of the world. You have those that are trendsetters. You have those that are artsy. You have those that are casual. That you have those that are chic. You have those that are edgy. You have those that are the goth. I mean, you have different people who have different tastes and different ideas of what fashion looks like and what they're willing to spend their money on. So it
yeah,
depends on the person and if they can afford it. And if they can't, if you have a really bad shopping addiction, then I would say seek some help.
Yeah.
Seek
have you
some
seen
help.
that meme on social media where it's like the billionaire? He looks very plain. He has like a white shirt, jeans, and sneakers. And then you see like I don't know, I guess like a rapper. He got like 16 change on, the latest Gucci belt, and all of that. That's terrible. We need to do better.
so let
That's
me,
what it all boils down to.
Queen Emma, let me ask you a question since you are a professional in this area. I read something that says bipolar disease. One of the symptoms is of shopping addiction.
That's interesting.
Can you concur with that, or do you have any knowledge of that?
Well, first I want to say that any addiction is unhealthy. Any addiction is unhealthy, whether it be drug addiction, alcohol addiction, sex addiction, any kind of addiction is unhealthy. It's not a matter of how many clothes you have in your closet, how much you give away, how much you spend on it, name brands or not name brands. It doesn't matter if you buy a $1 dress or a $1 million dress. If it's an addiction is a behavior. And that's what we have to address as counselors. There are times when people go from one extreme to the next. So it could be highs and lows in your effort for an addiction. The importance, the true value of spending money is when you invest your money and your investment continues to last and be sustainable. So it doesn't matter how many dresses you have one in every color, one in every size. if you buy 3 of the same kind, you know, whatever it is, it's important that you recognize that an addiction, regardless of what the addiction is, we just happen to be talking about shopping this time, but an addiction is an unhealthy behavior. So what I recommend is that any person suffering from an addiction seeks help, because you go from one extreme to the next. I mean, you know, we laughing and joking because, you know, we friends like that. But an addiction, regardless of what your addiction is, that's a serious mental and could be physical disorder. It's very serious. It's very serious. And I don't want nobody who's watching to take it lightly that we're having a good time having a conversation about an addiction, because an addiction is a serious, serious disorder. It's a serious disorder. And I recommend that any person suffering from any kind of addiction seek help. They have a lot of helplines out here for whatever is your compulsive, because that's why they call it a compulsive behavior. It's something that your impulses is just shot. You don't think about it. You just do it, you know. You triple and double and every color, and you know, you got $1, you got to spend $1, you know. That's a behavior. That's a behavior, and addiction is a behavior. So we need to recognize that. We need to recognize that. And I would recommend that any person with an addiction seek help. You know, as a professional, as a counselor, I got my counseling certification from Rutgers. So, and I'm legit, you know, and I'm telling you, we've studied all kinds of addictions, and an addictive behavior is a serious mental and physical disorder. And we laugh and joke about it, about our closets and stuff, but it's really nothing to joke with. It's really not.
And I want to ask you one more thing, because as you were talking about it, I'm thinking about the emotions that you feel when you do it. Like, I think that's something to take note of. Like, you go shopping, you really didn't have the money, but you went anyway, you use that good credit card, and then you feel some level of guilt afterwards, or you feel some level of release because you were stressed before you went. That's what prompted you to go in the beginning. So, you know, is that something to take note of, like how you feel afterwards?
Any kind of addiction creates endorphins, which are outlets from your brain. Any kind of addiction. And what happens is when you have this desire that you just can't control, because that's what an addiction is. It's a desire that you cannot control. So what that does is it creates mental instability, and a lot of reactions happen. You're guilty, you know, you buy it today, you return it tomorrow. You know, it's a lot of things that comes with the obsessive compulsive behavior associated with addiction, regardless of what your addiction is. So yes, it's a lot of issues that you address when you're addicted.
Oh, from my understanding, I thought if you had like a shopping problem, you would get gratification afterwards. Like, you'll get like that pleasure, like, yay, I did it, not guilty.
I think you get it while you're doing it.
It doesn't matter what your addiction is. You get gratification behind any type of addiction when you first do it. You know, when a person is getting high, or when a person is drinking, or when a person is having sex, you know, you get that gratification immediately, and you don't think of the consequences associated with it later.
Right.
So because you feel good because you bought something that was really good on sale doesn't necessarily make it a good sale. And then because you bought something on sale doesn't necessarily make you a shopaholic, or make you a shopping addict. You know, because you got a good bargain or whatever.
I can't go to Walgreens without buying gloves. I'm definitely buying gloves on my Lysol if I go to Walgreens.
Those are all great points, Queen M, and thank you for sharing that. I definitely just want to clear the air. We definitely weren't laughing or, at anyone who may have a serious problem with being an alcoholic. I think we were more so laughing with each other's personal experiences and a little humor in that. But I'm glad that you brought it back in, that we are speaking on addiction, and in no way are we just negating anyone who may be out there that have experienced horrible things because they're a shopaholic. Like we were saying earlier, took your rent money, you faced eviction because you just had to have whatever, that shoe that made you look like you were in, or that hat, or that whatever, that jacket, or that car. You know, some people it's not clothes. It's I went out and I brought this 2021 Mercedes Benz, but now I don't know how I'm gonna pay my rent. You know, so we definitely don't want to take away from that. And if anyone is watching and may have felt a little offended because we were laughing about our personal experiences, please know that we were not making fun of anyone who may have a serious problem. And I think we've made it clear as the queens that we feel like none of us have a serious problem to where we would choose prioritize shopping over, you know, taking care of our what we need to take care of. But thank you, Queen Emma, for sharing the facts on that, because it is a serious matter.
And I
Well,
think we always say when we do these recordings that this is based on our own opinions, our own, nobody else's. We're just saying how our personal life is and how we approach certain things, not how you should do it or this is what the state says or statistics says. No, this is our own personal. And today was my own personal growth, even and my own personal gratification, my own personal approach to shopping, my own, nobody else's, my own opinion. So, I mean, like Queen B said, if you took it offense, please do not be offended. And we apologize in advance, but this was definitely my own personal life.
But you know what? This gave me an opportunity to even look at myself, because this is something that we don't talk about. You know, we as women, and you know, men will vouch for that. We all like to shop, according to men. So, you know, it gave us we might have been laughing, but it gave me an opportunity to even reflect on my own personal shopping habits. So, you know,
you know what? It's
made me
not
think
just
about it.
and it's not just clothes. I like Nas said, when I go to ShopRite, if I see Lysol, I'm getting it because I felt like the pandemic caught me off guard.
Right.
I may have had a bottle or two, but it won't catch me again. So every time I go to Walgreens, she tell me if they have it in Walgreens, she tell me if they have it in Family Dollar. But now if I go to ShopRite, it's there. I'm getting it. And I'm getting one for me and one for my sister because they don't even have it down where she lives at. So I'm not only blessing my house, but I'm also blessing my sister's house to make sure she's good, you know, because she has two boys and, you know, you just got to be careful. So not only just clothes, I'm ShopRite, like I said, Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, General Dollar. I love all those stores.
Right.
CVS racked up on Tylenol. You just got to be, and it's a part of being prepared too. Being prepared. And I think the pandemic showed us that we wasn't prepared. Even the store, nobody was prepared.
No.
So even the stores wasn't prepared because you couldn't even get Lysol for months. And like Nas said, they had to have friends inside. So when the trucks came, they was right there and available. Because when Nas told me and Ty, by the time we got there, it was gone.
It was gone. Yep. And
so it's not just clothes, it's everything.
Thank you, Queen Jock, because you just made me feel so much better about having that little shopping basket, and it's all the way filled to the top, because I do consider myself a prepper. I have a pantry. I buy extra of everything to prepare for what could possibly come about if needed. So you just made me feel extra better. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but sometimes we was wilding. We didn't have to buy all that tissue back then.
And that's what I was about to say too, with the toilet tissue and everything else. It has gotten me prepared because I don't want to get caught out there again.
Yeah.
So yeah, there are some things that I have started purchasing and I tuck away, you know, so I can have it, because I don't want to be caught out there again.
That's right.
Even with the Hurricane Sandy that we ain't had no candles. I bet you we got candles now.
Oh. Amen.
That's true.
Amen.
That's true.
But this is I really like this because, you know, that did help me reflect on my shopping and spending habits, where I can put more investments and savings.
Absolutely.
That was good.
Absolutely. All right. Well, listen, everybody else shared everything. We good? All right, everyone. Listen, you know, I'm always going to give you kind of like a hotline, because there is a shopping. It really is a compulsive shopping hotline. It's for shoplifting, shopping, overspending, hoarding, and theft. So if you do have any issues with these things, you can call the national hotline. It's 1-800-662-HELP. 1-800-662-HELP. That's 4357 4357, and it is confidential 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. They offer English and Spanish for all those that may be suffering from compulsive buying disorder or behaviors such as that, even being in debt. If you've experienced that shopping and all this other stuff, or you have debt issues, financial issues that you maybe want to talk to somebody about, you don't want it out there, you could go to www.debtorsanonymous.org. So it's www.D as in David, E, B as in boy, T as in tall, O-R-S, anonymous.org. So you have been a part of the the Queen's quarters, where there is a king and a queen in you. Remember to follow us, like, share, comment on all of our social media platforms. If you have not already subscribed and joined our YouTube at Queen's Quarters, please do so. Always, we thank you so much for your support. And once again, we thank you so much for hanging in here with us during this episode. It is our prayer that someone out there was helped. And if you know of anyone that may be going through these situations, and when we describe something, it sounds like someone, maybe not you, feel free, forward this over to them, share, and listen, we spread love, and that's all it is. This is love from our heart to yours and from yours to someone else's. So we thank you so much, and we're going to see you again next Wednesday with Queen's Quarters. Have a good day. God bless.
In our own right. There's a queen in you. There's a queen in me.